Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Liz, with Sneak Peeks Tarot. How y'all doing today? If you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing and coming back. And if you're not, please subscribe, hit the alarm, hit the like. All right. This reading is your two-way pathway for February 2018. All right. And this reading is for Gemini. Okay, guys. I pre-shuffle so we can save time. And we're going to jump right into this reading. For Geminis, our main situation... This is main situation, first path, second path, outcome for first. Advice for first, advice for second, advice for the whole situation, which is this one right here. And then we have an outcome card underneath each point of the pyramid and for your main situations, all right, and for each side. Okay, guys? So let's get it. All right. So for our Geminis, we got... the Two of Swords. Okay, Geminis. The Two of Swords talks about making a decision clearly, not being blindly in making a decision. It is an air sign card. Mainly talks about Libra, balancing out the decisions you're making, the pros and cons, the good and the bad. All right. And, you know, Geminis can have that same air sign quality. Geminis like to think about both sides and, you know, kind of find the common ground. So we're making a decision, okay, guys? And we're making a clear decision, not blindly. That means we need to know what's going on before we make our decision, right? So let's look into the paths. Let's start off with the first path. All right, for the first path we got... Ooh, Five of Wands. This talks about different, you know, petty... This talks about fights, okay? Getting into petty fights. It could be just people being petty around you, you know what I mean? A struggle for power, maybe. A struggle for leadership in a job, family, relationship. It also can talk about changes, all right? You know, because when you get into this point, it causes changes. A 5 is a change. It just causes changes. If you're out here physically fighting with people, it just changes your life, your aspect about life. So, you know, different situations, different scenario for everybody. This is a general reading, okay, guys? So right now we got petty, you know, bull fights and stuff like that. People, power struggles between people. It could be even power struggles within yourself, okay, guys? So let's see what else we got for the first path. The Truth. Okay, there's a lot of truth card for all the air signs for February 2018. And these Ace of Truth is making a decision clearly and truthfully and honestly with yourself, mentally, you know, taking action, being very truthful and clear, having perseverance to move forward, knowing in your truth, though. Okay, there's a new beginning in truth. All right, in communications. It could be how you communicate with people, you know, because of this five of wands. All right, because this is a lot of people being very passionate. Okay, also can be very passionate. A lot of different... You know, if this is a lot of people, then everybody's being very passionate about what they believe in, and everybody wants their say, and everybody wants to be the leader. Okay, well, not everybody can be the leader. Some people just gonna have to take the back seat once in a while. And when that happens, you know, you have these things. Everybody fighting over power, all right? And this is gonna lead to some truth and clarity, all right? Truth and clarity. It's this different struggles here, these struggles, this Five of Wands is going to lead to a new beginning with truth and clarity. So good things do come out of, you know, certain bad situations. I don't want to sound like that. I'm sorry, you know, Gemini, but, you know, there's going to be some fights and arguments, or, you know, or it could even be physical fights, but it could also be everybody just trying to be the leader and everybody trying to take charge. Everybody, you know... And just too many leaders and not enough followers to learn, you know. And sometimes we all got to take a back seat we got to be able to share the power. That's what it is. I really think, I'm an Aquarius, so I'm in a humanitarian. I'm also an air sign. But I believe that we should be able to share power in life, so that way we all learn a little bit about the struggles of life too. And, you know, the Five of Wands talks about, you know, either fights or power struggles. And, you know, whether that's work, relationship, family, it works everywhere, guys. All right. You can put it where it belongs in your life. All right. But this is just the first path out of many, you know, that you can take in life. But this is the first path. Now, the third card we got is the Eight of Coins. This is actually mastering, you know, putting the work, the hard work, being diligent, you know, really working towards something meaningful towards you that you believe in, and not giving up and having perseverance and pushing forward in the work you're doing. Okay. Like I said, generally speaking, this can talk about anything. This can talk about relationships, work, family, friends. But this is you putting in diligent work, making sure everything's done correctly, going over everything. All right. But it's almost close to mastery. This is you working very hard to complete your goals in life. All right. And 10 is completion. So you're at 8. And that means you're slowly, completing what you've been working on in your life for so long. Okay. But, you know, there's a power struggle going on here. All right. And we got to figure that you got to figure out, you got to be clear. You got to clear where the power struggles coming in from, the conflict. All right, guys. The fighting, you know, where is it coming from? All right. You are right now in more of a Libra energy than you are in your own Gemini energy. All right. You have to weigh it out. You have to weigh the pros and cons out, the good and bad. All right. You have to look at both sides of the story before you make a decision. It's so very important to be in your truth before, as you make this decision. This is you being in your truth with the one sword that you know, finding out the truth and moving forward in the truth with the one sword. This is making a decision, finding out the truth, but after you weigh things out, after you go through the power struggles and the fights and the arguments, this is, you know, bringing clarity. It's also could be you conflicting with yourself emotionally about the different projects and creative activities you want to do in your life, or whatever it is you're trying to pursue. All right, guys. All right, now we're going to walk into our second path now. Let's see what's going on in our second path here. You can go whichever path you want. Oh, Gemini. 7 of Swords talks about manipulation, okay? Talks about somebody or you. I'm going to keep it very general. Put yourself where you belong, guys. Boys, girls. All right, you, him, her, he, okay? But generally speaking, this is manipulation. This card talks about manipulation or being deceived or being deceitful. All right. So either, you know, somebody's manipulating how you feel, or you're manipulating how somebody feels. All right. And this card, you know, you can be dealing with even, you know, somebody in an air sign, like an Aquarius. All right. And they can, you know, you can be deceiving them or manipulating how they feel, how they think, or they can be doing this to you. All right, Gemini? You need to be clear. All right? You need to not let somebody else make the decision for you. You need to weigh things out, the good, the bad, the pros, the cons. And you need to see when somebody's taking advantage of you or manipulating you, you know, into doing what they want you to do, or, you know, influencing you. Because, you know, that's why I say the Aquarius. You could be dealing with some Aquarius, because this is a very influential card. This is somebody influencing you to do what they want, you know, manipulating you or deceiving you to think a certain way or do things a certain way. You know what I mean? Or somebody taking from you. This also talk about just, you know, somebody taking their 3 swords and walking away from your life, and, you know, taking what they want and just leaving you hanging, you know. This can be a lot, but you don't want to be in this energy, okay? You don't want to be deceitful. You don't want to be deceived. You don't want to be manipulated. You don't want to be manipulating, okay? So you want to not be in this energy. You want to make, this is where your choice card comes in, guys. You see, that's where the decisions you got to make, is how you're going to do things and how you're going to, this is a real big conflict, you know. This is a fight. This is, you know, the yin and the yang in life, you know, the good and the bad, the dark and the light, you know, the way you want to decide how you do things, okay? All right? And, you know, we got to be honest about how we do them. But don't let people influence how you think, okay? Because this can talk about people influencing how you think. These are still mental thoughts. That's why all the swords are there, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And, or you can be doing this to somebody, all right? You put yourself, like I said, where it belongs in the story. But that's the first card of the second path. The second card is recognition, getting recognition from everybody around you. So you want to make sure that you want to be honest, okay? When I look at this card, you could also be dealing with a Leo, all right? Um, kind of a Leo's a person that is kind of, wants attention. They like the attention, you know? Or, this could be you in that energy. But this is somebody wanting recognition or getting recognition for the things they've done, the good things they've done. Finally getting that recognition they've been waiting for a long time. So, um, you don't want, it's kind of awkward to have these two cards. But, how do I say? You want to be truthful, okay? You don't want to be manipulative. You don't want to influence. And you don't want people doing this to you, all right? You want to make sure people see you for who you really are and give you recognition for the good things you've done. And maybe in the past you have been like this. Maybe you have standing in this and people have seen you this way. And now it's like they're starting to see that no, you're not that person no more. You don't want to be that person no more. You're not that person no more. You're a new person. Okay? And you're going to get recognition for all the hard work and growing and improving who you are as a person. Okay? And, you're kind of waiting for the recognition for, like, people letting you know, hey, you've been doing good lately. But you actually don't need that. You can do that for yourself. You don't need other people's influences to make you feel better. All right? You got to stand in your own and feel good about who you are just because you did all that for yourself. And because you're growing. And everybody has room for mistakes and to learn and grow. All right? And then the third card we got for Gemini is being a little bit discontent or bored with what's going on around you in life. And that comes from just taking time to think emotionally about the stuff. Maybe you felt like you lost something recently or something's missing in your life or you've been hurt, or, people, you're not seeing the bigger picture, the all of it, like you're probably not getting the recognition you really wanted. And that's making you feel a little, feeling a little, like I'm doing all this and I'm not getting nothing back in return, maybe, or you're a little bored or just a little bit miserable because you're not getting the attention on what you need right now. And that's the thing about being also able to find that for yourself, okay? Going within yourself. Because if I go up to the next card will be the Five of Cups, which means walking away. And taking your own journey sometimes. So I'm not saying that's where you're at now, but you are at a Four of Cups, and you're right now you're not content. You're either bored or just feeling a little bit miserable about what's going on around your life right now, and you shouldn't feel that way. You are getting recognition for your growth and the things, all the changes you're making. So, like I said, try to start thinking more positive and not think so negative. And don't let other people's you can't let other people manipulate or influence how you feel about yourself or your next move in life. Okay, guys, that's why this Seven of Swords came out. It wants you to understand that you're easily influenced right now, and you need to, like, steer from that. You need to be in your own power, and realize that the things you have accomplished and how you're growing is you are getting recognition. But sometimes you need recognition for yourself. Like, look at yourself and say, hey, I've been doing a good job. Give yourself a pat in the back if you are, and you've changed, and things in life make you think differently. All right? And you got to make a decision. Either you're going to listen to what people say or you're going to listen to yourself. All right? And on this side, it's the same thing. Either you're going to be the leader or you're going to be having power struggles. Like, take action. Like, do what you got to do for you. Even that means fighting your way through the storm, you know what I mean? And getting to where you need to get to in life right now, because you need truth and clarity, all right? And if you got to fight your way through people just to get your truth, then guess what? That's what you're going to do, because at the end of the day, the one that's putting all the work into mastering themselves is going to be you. All right, guys? Now, my little advice card for the first path is, once again, worries and anxieties. You got to release these extra swords. You only need this one sword, and that's the sword of truth. Okay, all right? Y'all are air signs, so y'all spend a lot, y'all overthink things, all right? And y'all need to release all the negative and the doubts and take charge. Be the leader. Don't let other people try to take control of your life. You take control of your life. You release the negative thoughts. You be your own person, okay? You be your own person. Don't let this conflicting, either your different passions and creative projects or other people trying to take charge in your life. You take charge of your life. You be the leader of your life. All right? Gemini, you be the leader. Release all these negative thoughts and doubts and carry this one sword of truth. And that one sword of truth is going to take you a long way, because that's where your truth lies, is where all your hard work and energy has been putting yourself into. And you know the hard work and energy you've been putting into yourself. You see? Or in your job, or in your relationship, or in your family and friends, okay? This is the truth card right here, guys. This is having perseverance. This is being clear, communicating, clarity. And you want that. That's where your head, that's what you want. You only could carry one of these swords, guys. All right? Gemini, you need to balance it out and see which way you want to go with these mental thoughts, and which way you want to go. Either you're going to stand your own ground, or you're going to let people influence who you are. There go your two path. You see where your two path came in, guys? Either you're going to let somebody influence you, or you're going to take charge for yourself. Okay? This is Gemini's two pathway. See how they connect eventually? All right. Now, this is for this side. And once again, this is a Libra card. And you're walking into this Libra energy, and it's all air. It's all the air energy, all right? This is the yin yang. This is the justice. This is weighing things out. All right? But this is also talks about what you deserve and what's due to you. Okay, guys? This talks about what's owed to you. Like, you owe yourself to be in your own power. You owe yourself to want recognition, because you owe yourself to understand that you did good for yourself. Regardless which path you take, truth and honesty about what you need to make a decision on is very, very important, okay? Is making a decision with head and heart, being balanced physically, emotionally, mentally. Okay, guys? It's finding just and balance, all right? Just like a Libra do. And y'all all air signs. Just like a Libra do, okay, guys? All right. All right. Now, our first clarifier for our pyramid points is going to be for your Two of Swords. And your Two of Swords, you got the Two of Raphael. All right? This is two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. The Two of Raphael, this is the Two of Cups. But this is also making decisions with head and heart, okay? Being balanced emotionally and mentally, all right? This also can talk about relationship. Making sure that you're not being influenced, that you're standing your own ground in your relationship and being powerful in whatever decisions you make, that you have your voice too, okay, guys? So the Two of Raphael, it is love, the Lovers card. It could talk about relationship, but it can also talk about working in a partnership. It can also talk about being emotionally involved with just somebody else, anybody in your family. So I want to keep it general. Put yourself where it belongs. But yeah, two hearts creating something wonderful. That means it could be between two people creating something beautiful and new in a relationship, but it can also be you finally making decisions with your head and heart at the same time, knowing what's good for you and knowing what's real, and understanding your thoughts and your emotions and making the proper decision for yourself, okay? And not letting anybody else influence that, all right? Or you know, knowing that you might have a power struggle because you want to take charge and you want to take the leadership yourself. So those are your two pathways. Either letting yourself be influenced or taking charge. All right, guys? All right. For the first path, we got a clarifier for the sword, the Ace of Swords, okay? And for the Ace of Swords, you got the Eight of Ariel, which comes back to the card right before the Ace of Swords, okay? It talks about you putting in hard work, all right? This is the same exact card, guys. Learning, making sure that you're perfecting what you're putting your energy and time into, and you know, standing in your truth and being clear about what you're pursuing and how much time and energy you're putting into something, in learning something new, or you know, if it's a new relationship, into a new relationship, and how much you invest. All right, because the more you invest emotionally, the more you get out of a relationship. But you got to make sure you're honest that this is what's good for you, and you got to weigh it out, guys. Weigh it out. All right, standing your truth, and you know, you're almost as mastery. You're learning. You're actually more appreciative, more grounded, and more stable at this point, where you understand what's going on, so you can pursue, you know, just weigh out your head and mind and make decisions with your head and heart. Not just with your mind, not with just your heart, but with both. Or it's okay to, you know, get support and, you know, be in a partnership. And if you're going to be in a relationship, you know, invest in those emotions and learn from each other. Okay? That's a good ass excuse my language. That's a good clarifier, guys. Because it came back to, you know, it's clarifying basically the same eight of coins, all right? Now, and yeah, I meant to say this clarifier was for the eight of coins anyways, and it just came out as the same card, so it just told you what it meant when it was trying to explain it to you. All right, and if you want to read it again, it says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Now, for the Four of Cups, we have your dreams. Nine of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for beautiful things in life. So right now you feel a little bored, but guess what? You've been working hard. Everything's coming out. You're going to get your self-recognition the way you want it anyways. You know what I mean? Even if nobody gives it to you. Don't let somebody influence you, because this talks about influential, you know, somebody manipulating you into believing things, and you want to believe what you believe, not what other people believe. And your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love of beautiful things in life. Okay? So it's going to pay off at the end. All the hard work you've been doing to improve yourself and, you know, doing things better to improve your life, you know, it's going to pay off. You don't need nobody else's recognition, all right, guys? Nobody else's recognition. All right. And for the bottom here, oh, look, we're missing a card. Oh, okay. Well, sorry, guys. I was missing to flip a card, but it's okay because I can explain it right now. It's perfect timing. This is the Gemini card, guys. The Lover's card. They're using both head and mind, okay? Using both heart and mind in order to make decisions. Or making decisions in a relationship. Hold on. Yeah, so this is the Gemini card, the Lover's card, okay? So this is you. You want to, this is what Geminis do also. They think about every aspect and then they make a decision. And you're trying to make a decision, okay, guys? You're trying to make a decision. You want to be truthful and clear. You don't want to make a blind decision. You want to look at everything, weigh everything out. And you want to use your head and your heart to make those decisions like Gemini do. You know, and if you're in a partnership, this can talk about, this can be a soulmate relationship that's coming to you, all right? This might be in a partnership, a relationship, you know, this might say that, hey, y'all are on the same page. This is a harmonious, you know, both half of the coin, you know, together, you know. This is finding balance and harmony, all right, and peace within your decision. So this is the Gemini card, all right, guys? And like I said, is using head and heart. Gemini is, you know, sometimes they think logically, sometimes they think emotionally, and sometimes they have to find the middle ground in order to make the correct decision for themselves and to be able to grow. You see the flowers down here in the apple? This, I always say it, that's a sign of growth, all right? And the clarifier we got for that is the Five of Gabriel. The Five of Gabriel talks about, so yeah, so you got the Five of Gabriels, and it says a challenge. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Okay? So this can talk about a lot of things here. Because it's about your main situation, I'm going to use it on both paths real quick, okay? If we're going on this side of the path, it talks about not worrying about anybody else. Not worrying about all this drama and conflict that's coming to you. You stand your ground, stand in your power, and be a leader and take action within your own life and worry about what needs to be done for you and mastering yourself and being better for yourself. If I go this path, it talks about not being influenced, okay, by other people's bull and drama going around you, not being influenced by others' downfalls or even others' relationships, thinking that yours might not work, and not being feeling like you're, being manipulated to feel a certain way by others, okay? So this is a very important advice card for you guys. This is the Five of Gabriels, all right? A challenge you can resolve. The Five of Gabriels is the Five of Wands, okay, guys? It's the same card pretty much. It's not letting others, you know, either fight with you or influence you into being who you are, because you know who you are and you shouldn't be feeling no less than what you are. And whatever decision you make should be based on what you want, okay? What you desire in life. You got the Two of Cups in a relationship, and you got your own Gemini card using your head and heart. So this is a lot. This is a very good reading, by the way, too, because it shows who you are, Gemini. It shows that you use your head and heart in the decisions you make, and this is where you should stand in making that just decision, okay, guys? And stop worrying about what other people think and your thoughts, you know, release those negative thoughts and doubts and standing your truth about things. All right? And the Two of Swords is making a decision about your relationships, okay? About relationships, whether it's with family or, you know, the person you're with, you know, intimately, okay? And knowing that, don't let other people, outside people, influence the decisions in your relationship, all right? Not letting outside people manipulate what's going on in your relationship. All right, standing in your full power and making sure you make sound decisions with your head and heart, like the Gemini that you are. All right, Gemini. Now I'm gonna give you your 2 outcome cards for each path. All right. Okay, the first path outcome card is the one that starts off with the 5 of Wands. Okay, and you're getting into the 10 of Gabriels. All right. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Once again, stop worrying about everybody else. Worry about yourself, okay? This work here for yourself has to be done for you. Take the steps, the initiative steps, to do what you need to do for yourself, okay? You can ask for help. It's okay, you know? Ask for help, you know, to help you with the loads, but don't let nobody influence. You know, like, in other words, it's not saying do it all alone. It's just saying don't let nobody control your mind and your heart or your relationship or whatever is going on, your work aspect, whatever is going on in your life. Don't let nobody else, whichever path talks about not letting somebody else either overpower or influence you into doing things their way. You can do things your way. And if they want to help, they can help. And it's okay to ask for help, not to take everything on yourself. Okay? So, you know, you don't want to fight with everybody and push everybody away and then not have nobody in your corner at the end to help you out when you do need a little bit of help. All right? Especially when you're learning things and, you know, growing and you know, finding new things about your life or learning about relationships, a new step in life, you know. Like I said, mastering. That's what he's doing. Same thing. Same card, guys. Learning and mastering, going over things, working hard, being diligent, making sure that, you know, you're working accordingly to what you expect to your life to be. All right, learning. All right, over here is the same thing. Not worried about being influenced by the other people. You know, other people's, what you think other people think of you. You know what I mean? Having some self-recognition because you're worried about what everybody else thinks about you, and you should really be happy about your growth and, you know, kind of act like a Leo once in a while. And even though I know you're an air sign, you're a Gemini, I'm just saying to take on that energy of, you know, thinking about yourself once in a while and just being having confidence, because that's what they do. They have a little bit of confidence. Or, you know, some Leo might be coming into your life. I don't know. But really, I don't see this ain't talking about the people. It's talking about the decisions you're making in your life. Well, it can be. Let me see. If this is talking about relationship, I see another air sign. It could be a fire sign or it can be an earth sign. Okay, guys? So you have pretty much any sign in here. That's why I don't want to give you no, you know, general people, all right, coming into your life or who you're dealing with, all right? You know, if you're dealing with an air sign, it could be somebody trying to manipulate you, you know. If you're dealing with a fire sign, somebody trying to take charge of your life, trying to be the leader of your life and letting you, you know, trying to tell you what to do. If you're dealing with an earth sign, it's you know, they want to help you, they want to work with you, you know what I mean? So it all depends who you're dealing with, okay? And then, you know, the Nana Ariel, your dreams will be fulfilled. Once you realize that, you got to start thinking for yourself and not letting everybody else influence how you feel and how you think. You know, you'll see, taking recognition for yourself and not sitting in that energy of waiting and being bored for everybody else to see what you've been doing and growing and how you've been doing things, okay? Instead, do it for yourself on this, it's okay. Your dreams are about to be fulfilled because you put the hard work into it. You put all the work into becoming better for yourself and more beautiful for yourself as a person. All right, but the main outcome of this card is for the first path. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you that this can go around this whole board in many different ways. All right, and it's putting all the work and effort on the first path for yourself and not being scared to ask for help, but not letting somebody overtake your project or take leadership of your project. Okay, guys. The second outcome is for the second path, and you got the wheel. The wheel's a good card, guys. That means you're making things move. You're making things turn, okay? And it says new beginnings, end of delays, all right? A change in direction that offers happiness. So when you finally release all these other things where other people think and you just start worrying about how you feel about certain things, not letting people manipulate you and deceiving you into thinking a certain way or doing things a certain way, getting the recognition you need, you know what I mean? Waiting, it's like you're waiting for the recognition from other people's when you should be kind of being a little bit like a Leo and taking the recognition and energy for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, realizing that you did put the hard work, that, you've been putting the hard work and you are a better person. Whether they see it or not, make sure you give yourself credit for knowing that you have been growing, okay? And then, at the end corner here of this pyramid, you had all your dreams and fulfillment, hard work. Because you put the hard work, everything's going to come the way you want it to flourish. All right? And for the outcome is the wheel. All right? So that means new beginnings, end of delays in your projects, end of the waiting, end of the waiting of things to, look up your way. When you start realizing that you got to, you don't need everybody else's approval, you're going to realize you don't got to wait for nobody else's approval. You can do it yourself because you're the one putting all the work into your life. All right? You're headed in that direction. And some journeys you got to do for yourself. But some journeys, it's okay to ask for help. Just don't let people take leadership of your life or, influence you or deceive you or manipulate you in your decisions you make. And the wheel, you turn the wheel, guys. Only you can turn the wheel by taking charge of your life and doing things accordingly, walking in your path. So, walk in your path, all right? Like I said, this is your decision. And this decision has to be made through head and heart, all right? Just like the Gemini that you are. Balance things out like the air signs that y'all are. And making sure you're making things that are best for you, all right? And not worrying about what other people think, okay? All right, guys? So that's everything I got for Geminis. All right, guys? So I would like to thank you. Sorry, my cat and my daughter kind of knocked that over real quick. But yeah, as always, I respect and love who you are in this earth. Namaste.